So I can cancel MIS.
Yes, Jackson, they must have did something.
Okay. Let's see. We're on the record in cause number 327390. The case is styled the state of Texas versus Anthony Wayne English. We have Mr. English appearing via Zoom. Mr. English, is that your full name?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. English, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. English, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth so help you God?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. English, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. English?
Oh, I'm hanging in there, Judge.
Okay, hang on, don't hang up. Now, Mr. English, I have before me a document that is titled information. It's the charge instrument. Now, the information alleges that on or about August 4th of 2020, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed the Class B misdemeanor offense of criminal trespass. Mr. English, do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yes.
And to this charge, Mr. English, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Yes.
Now, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
And are you pleading guilty because you're guilty?
Because I'm guilty, yes.
All right, Mr. English, I have before me a document on the tablet that's titled Misdemeanor Plea Admonishments. And on page 2 of this document, there are a set of initials, AE. Oh, okay, this is on a line that says nola contendere or no contest. So, Mr.
Right, it's no contest.
So you're entering a plea of no contest?
Yes.
Yeah.
And are you entering a plea of no contest freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
And are you entering a plea of no contest because you do not wish to fight or contest these charges?
Yes.
Okay, now, Mr. English, are these your initials on page 2 of this document? Did you place your initials on this document?
Yes.
All right, now on page 3 of this document, there's a signature above the line that says defendant. Is that your signature?
Yes.
And on the next document, which is the trial court certification of defendant's right of appeal, there's a signature above the line that says defendant. Is that your signature?
Yes.
There are 2 boxes that's checked at the top of this document. The first box states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes.
The second box states that you are waiving, which means you are giving up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And Mr. English, there should be a document out there that you signed. Is titled Discovery Certification. Did you sign that document?
Yes.
Now, Mr. English, prior to signing the documents that prior to signing and initialing the documents that I've just mentioned, did your attorney go over these documents with you?
Yes.
And did you read and understand everything in these documents?
Yes.
Is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
State, I have before me State's Exhibit number 1. State, you like to offer State's 1?
Yes, Your Honor, and I'd also like to offer State's Exhibit number 2, which is the probable cause affidavit in this case.
Mr. Adams, you have any objections?
None.
Okay, no objections. State's Exhibits number 1 and 2 are admitted. Mr. Adams, you've advised in counsel, Mr. English. Is there any evidence that he is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
None.
Mr. English, your attorney, Mr. Adams, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes. Explain it to me clearly.
Okay, now, Mr. English, I will accept your plea of no contest. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea of no contest and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond, to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
What is that agreement?
It's 90 days probated over 1 year,
Okay,
a $500 fine,
Okay.
and 40 hours community service.
okay. Do you have his Judge?
What does that mean, 90 days probated over 1 year?
Okay, Mr. Mr. English.
Yes, Your Honor.
The state is offering that you serve 90 days in the Jefferson County Jail. However, you will not have to serve any more time in the Jefferson County Jail in this case because you will be placed on probation for 1 year.
Okay.
During the 1 year probationary period, you'll be required to pay a fine of $500 plus court costs of plus court costs of $402, and it comes to a total of fine and court costs of $902. You will also be required to pay probation fee of $60 each month and a urinalysis fee of $15 each month. Now, your total monthly installments that you will be required to pay is $160 a month. Mr. English, would you be able to pay the $160 per month?
Yes.
Okay, now, Mr. English, you will also be required to perform 40 hours of community service, and you would also have to adhere to the other standard terms and condition of probation. Mr. English, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Well, I don't really think it's fair, but I want to accept it because I need to get out because I have a lot of stuff I need to do. So.
Okay, Mr. English. The question is, first of all, you entered a plea of no contest.
Right.
You're not fighting the charges. And so the question is, I think I asked you whether or not you think the case, your offer was fair and just in your case.
Yes.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes.
Okay, now, Mr. English, I will follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered into with the state. Mr. English, I think there may need to get your signature out there. And so just follow the bailiff. This will conclude your case and you have a blessed day.
Your Honor, will I be getting out today?
If nothing else is holding you in, you may be getting out today, but the jail staff, they're in a better position to tell you that than I am. So you need to act.
Will I be getting out today?
Not the jail staff. You'll have to talk to the jail staff up front.
All right,
Jimmy Thomas.
whoever you want next, I'm good. Here you go. Look,
Jimmy Thomas, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
he has 2 cases.
Yes. Oh, 8. Your first one. Okay. We're on the record in 2 cases. The first case is cause number 328208, and the second case is cause number 328210. Both cases are filed the state of Texas versus Jimmy R. Thomas. We have Mr. Thomas appearing via Zoom. Mr. Thomas, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Thomas, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Affirm.
What did he say?
Affirm.
He said he affirmed. He don't swear, he affirms.
Okay, you may put your hand down, Mr. Thomas. Okay, Mr. Thomas, how are you doing?
A little headache. I got a blood clot in my head. I'm fine.
You're fine? Yeah, okay, Mr. Thomas, I have before me, in cause number 328208, an information that alleges on or about September 5th of 2020, while you are operating a motor vehicle in a public place in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed the Class A misdemeanor offense of driving while intoxicated. Second, this information further alleges that prior to the commission of this offense, that you, on November 4th of 1993, in the county court at law number 3 of Jefferson County, Texas, in cause number 172747, that you were convicted of the misdemeanor offense of driving while intoxicated, and that conviction became final prior to the commission of this offense. Mr. Thomas, is that true or not true?
What year?
It's saying that you was convicted previously of a DWI on November 4th of 1993 in the county court at law number 3 of Jefferson County, Texas, and the case number was 172747, and that conviction became final before you committed this offense. Is that true or not true?
That's not true.
Not true? Okay. Okay, well, so, Mr. Adams,
Judge, if you just want to set it on the trial docket, I can keep the case and be ready to go to trial. So what date we can get a trial? Because he's incarcerated.
okay, hold on a minute.
I'm here, I'm listening, but if you want to put him somewhere because he's in jail, Judge, let me know how long.
Just give him a trial date, that he's in jail. So, you know, those jail cases have priority.
I do understand. I'm just saying, is 30 days sufficient? Or, I mean,
Mr. Adams,
Well, I can be ready whenever you want me to be ready.
it's the prosecution and the defense.
I can be ready whenever you want me to be ready.
Anytime will be fine. I think after next week, our next trial setting is June 14th.
Okay, give us a date.
let me check June 14th. I'll add them to June 14th. Mr. Adams, I'll fax it to you.
All right.
Mr.
Thank
Adams.
you.
Okay, now, Mr. Adams, in clause number 328210, he's also charged with driving while intoxicated second. And
Right.
the enhancement paragraph is exactly the same.
Right, so his answer is gonna be the same.
Right, so we'll set this on the same, we'll set both of these cases on the same day.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor, we'll be ready.
Okay, Mr. Thomas, you can file at a bailiff. This concludes your cases, and you are just